Hi, I'm sitting down with Christian Burattini today at PACK EXPO Chicago 2024. And I'm so excited to be sitting here with you. You're actually the creator of this product. Tell me a little bit about your company. Yeah, and introduce yourself too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. We are an Italian-based manufacturing company of packaging machines, and we are specialized into single-serve systems. We developed through a long journey an innovative system to help the people open better the packages, especially because of it's almost now 60 years that everybody is focused on a gesture that is to open like that, or to open like that, always with two hands. So our focus was to deliver a product easy to be used also by elder people. With only one gesture, one simple gesture, 3 fingers. Just take the item, the sachet, and open. You arrive at a certain angle, and it snaps, and it opens.
And to your point, very unique. It's disruptive. You only need one hand to open, and you don't have any loose, broken pieces of packaging from tearing. So,
This is a key point because of this is hand sanitizer. So if you do a certain kind of angle, and so you can get all the product out without having to make any dirty things and so on. Imagine if you use this in the pharma industry with the medicine that you have to deliver exactly 2 ml, or maybe with a topic cream that you have to put exact amount without touching the cream itself. And also you can get all the product out with only 3 fingers. This is a key point also because of we don't have second parts, anything to tear out and whatever. And from a recyclability point of view, this is something that is the basics. Because of today, we must think about the microplastics. So we developed a package that has not any second part that is to be taken out or whatever, in order that you don't have this microplastic that goes in the environment. Because even if you try to collect it, imagine the forceps here when you take out this piece, every time you do this movement, the microplastic gets out and so on. And the little piece will never be collected or whatever, even if we are the best person in the world that put in the collection bin everything. Because of the sorting stream, the industrial sorting stream of the government cannot recognize this kind of things. So we did a study starting from the product, arriving to the definition of the package machines and of the industrial process. So what happened is that we designed the product, we taught it to be recyclable. So we are the only one worldwide now that has a certification of monopolymer. This means that is only from one family of plastic, that is the key point to recycle. But we did a step ahead. We did also a check and a test with the automatic sorting streams of the government machines. And this object is recognized as a 3D object and recognized by the infrared and the sorting stream that is put in the polypropylene bin and recycled into another polypropylene item. So this is what is called the real circular economy. It's not enough to be recyclable. You must be recognized also by the industrial sorting.
Yeah, because the average consumer, they focus perhaps maybe on their own behavior, purchasing products that tout being recyclable, and then maybe, putting your waste in the appropriate sorting bins. But then maybe you don't think so much about what happens once those sorting bins are taken away into the processing plant. And so what you're saying is that, because this is considered a monopolymer, that at the sorting plant, it helps at that level so that it's more available.
Yeah, let's say that the problem of the plastics today, going to a little technical background, everything that is packaging, because it must pack, it must keep the content safe for a certain time, is constituted by different layers. One is for the printing, one is the barrier that must maintain, and one is for sealing purposes. So it's always, in the years, we always spoke about multi-layer, especially in Italy. We are, let's say, we have created many of these plastics in the years. But to be recyclable, you need to divide this layer. And it's impossible, literally impossible, with thin things and so on. So the only way today, with the technology available today, is to work with one family of polymers in order that everything can be collected together without having the need to delaminate one by one. It's literally impossible. And also the footprint, the LSCI, life cycle assessment, will be tragic if you start to recycle, to delaminate each one, the amount of energy, amount of electricity, amount of CO2 that you will put in the environment will be huge. So in this case, using one sole family polymers, in our case is polypropylene, polypropylene for the printing, polypropylene for the barrier, polypropylene for the sealing. We help the environment because of this is collected into the polypropylene and used to do the table, the parts of the car, the walls. Also this, I think that is full of recycled polypropylene or whatever. So anything that can be reused in the environment. This is the key point, I repeat, because of paper is paper, aluminum is aluminum, plastic is plastic. There are a huge amount of, you can also walk around, of people that and companies that propose paper-based things. Wonderful, the touch is paper, but at the end of the day is paper plus plastic plus aluminum, and it's not recyclable. This is important to know because one thing is greenwashing, and to give to the end user the feeling that they are doing something good because it's paper touch. But we must focus on understand what is, because the paper cannot contain things.
And what happens at the level of the processing plant is incredibly important. So can you tell my audience a little bit about some of the brands that you're currently working with?
We are very proud to work with international brands already, even if we are quite a young company. We work with Unilever worldwide for several items like Dove, the brand of Unilever, argan oil and so on. We work for Shiseido. The French, let's say, even if it's Japanese, we started to work with the French branch. Then we work with 111 Skin in England. Then we work with the kombucha, the biggest kombucha producer in Italy. So,
what are they filling? Kombucha and these?
Yeah, it's a big package, 25 ml of kombucha. Sidrani is the name, and it's coming from European communities.
So food and beverage, cosmetics, the use cases are pretty vast.
Yeah,
that's very cool. And how old is your company?
This company born in 2019, but but my background in the last 20 years, I made approximately 25 different patents for one-hand opening system. And this is the state of the art, because one thing that is very important is that it's not only opening a package like that. You have this little tip that can be modified in the machine, can be shorter, larger. And if you want a drop of product to drop like 3 drops, this is smaller.
Made smaller,
If you have to spread honey, this is larger and you spread honey. The key of this technology to control the product without having a mess is this tip. This is my latest technology that I developed, and the patent luckily have been already passed through all the...
Can you tell me about like your coming to PACK EXPO? How many years have you come, and what do you hope to get out of the show?
Let's say I did PACK EXPO in 2019 before COVID. It was huge. It was wonderful. But then we had, European countries especially were out from the deal because of there was this barrier. We were not able to enter in United States till end of 2022 in practice. So we jumped over and we restarted in 2023, and now we are here. But we are very, very happy because of, I must say that the level of the possible customers is quite high. All the people that are passing through our booth in these days have a good, strong mechanical background, and they understand the technology and they understand the innovation. And we are proud of that because of when you speak with people that understand innovation, for people like me and like my team that always work on engineering and so on, it's quite something that let us feel very, very well. And may I also say that this package now is news. We started to work with the pharmaceutical company, can handle also the powders. May I show you one powder? The principle is the same.
Oh, yeah. So it's super clean, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just make a little bit of a bigger puncture.
Let's say that you get all product out.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because of, technically speaking, this is another...
No product waste in that. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Great.
It's empty, no product inside.
But you can see how the package is
Yeah.
being made here.
Yes. Here parts, the rigid part. Here we do the weakening system. So the part that the score that is done in base of the shaping that the customer wants. Here we do the filling, and here we do the die cut. Everything controlled by our written software. We wrote the software line by line. And what is wonderful is also the perfect control of the weakening system that is very important for the pharma industry, because we have a perfect control in microns of each position and the depth of the cut.
Oh yeah, very cool.